This is funny, y'all. This is funny, but it's not. Okay? Stop whooping your kids. Stop whooping your kids for every single thing. Y'all whooping these kids for everything. Like, that's not the way to raise your child. Your child ain't gonna learn a lesson from you whooping them. How many times have you got a beating or got a whooping for something you did, but it turned around and made you more aggressive and made you do the same thing again? You didn't learn your lesson. So what makes you think whooping your child is gonna teach them a lesson? Because to me, when I got whooped, I didn't really just learn a lesson. It just made me more aggressive towards my parents. You see what I'm saying? So don't whoop your child for every single thing, because at the end of the day, the child need their parents to guide them, to teach them, instead of just whooping them for every single thing. You're not supposed to whoop your child for everything they do wrong. You're supposed to figure out why their child did what they did. You know what I'm saying? So for how I do my daughter right, if she do something wrong in school, I'll sit and I have a conversation with her and figure out, okay, what made you do what you did? Like, I want to know, I want to get to know what made her make that choice, because at the end of the day, she's still learning, she's growing. So at that stage, I can kind of teach her how to move next. Now, if she do it again, that's a warning. Then the third time, then I understand, okay, you can go whoop that child, because now they just doing what they want to do. But when you really teaching your kids as they grow up what they should not do, you're supposed to be open to figure out why their child is doing what they're doing, not disregard them and just whoop them for something they did wrong at the moment that they did it. Because everybody, they're a child, they have an experience just like you. So at the end of the day, their journey is not going to stop. Their journey is just beginning. So if it's something that you can teach them on, something that you went through in your life, you know what I'm saying, that can help that child out, that you say, okay, I did the same thing when you was little. I did that same thing. I stole a piece of candy, and this what happened. So you can teach that child what and what not to do, not by not whooping them. They can learn their lesson by, you know what I'm saying, by you having a conversation with them and not just whooping them the moment they do something wrong. Because all you doing when you whoop that child is pumping fear into them, making them more aggressive, which is going to lead to them doing more wrong shit. You want to build a real relationship with your child so they can understand, okay, my mama went through this in life, my daddy did this in life, okay, he taught me this, I know not to do this, okay. So once they do it, okay, and they do it a second time, that's still okay. So warning, it's like, okay, I see you did it again. And you know what I'm saying? I want you to know that you're not supposed to be doing that, okay? I want to show you the right way to do it. And the third time, you might want to whoop their ass, because you know they don't give a fuck at this point. And that's when you can apply your discipline. But until then, you know what I'm saying, don't whoop your child for every single thing. That's just like you learning right here to this day, right? All of us adults, we all been children. We all done grew up, and we still having our experiences, right? So who gonna whoop your ass when you do something wrong out here in the streets? Because you still learning your lesson too at the same time. You ain't got everything figured out. You ain't got life figured out, because you still here. So it's still more to life that you still have to learn yourself. So don't go around here whooping your child because they did something wrong. You teach them the lesson. And as you get older too, and as you on your journey, you learn your lessons too, because nobody's out here to whoop your ass. But life will. That's how you gonna learn your lessons as adults. But as being a parent for a child, you can teach that child the lesson without whooping them. Without saying, my mama and my daddy did this to me, that's what I'm going to do. Because you ain't doing them passing down a generational curse to your child. You're trying to break generational curses, not pass it on to your kids. Okay? I don't care what your grandma and your granddaddy, your mama, your daddy did to you. That don't mean it's right for you to do it to your child. And you knew back then it wasn't meant for it wasn't right to be done to you. You knew the things that was being done to you as a child. You knew it was wrong. So why would you do the same thing that you knew was wrong, and you pass it along to your child? Because you are an adult. So that means every time you do something wrong out here, you cheat, you do other shit in life, Who gonna whoop your ass for it? Somebody need to whoop your ass then, if that's the case. And like I said, it's gonna be life, because life gonna always give you what you dish out. So take your time to figure out, learn your child, understand your child, figure out why your child is acting the way they act, because that's part of their experiences. They are here to experience the world just like you. Don't punish them for having the experience. The same thing that you're having, an experience. Okay? Take the time to understand your child and discipline them the right way. Have conversations with your child. Understand them on a different level. Spend time with them to understand why they do what they do. You know, have these conversations with them. There's nothing wrong with having a conversation with your child. It's the best thing ever. I love speaking to my daughter. I love to have a conversation with her. I like to understand why she make her moves, why she do what she do. So I can train her and teach her a better way of doing things. Now, if she gets too off course and keep doing the same thing over again, then that's when she deserves discipline. Other than that, a child will learn the first and the second time. You don't have to keep disciplining them every time they do something wrong, because it's wrong.